I just replaced what I had. Good morning.
Live.
Mhm.
Live with the lady. Live on Outnumbered 3-1.
Yeah.
3-1, 3-1,
The way you like it.
Yeah, good viewers.
Yep. So happy Wednesday.
Hump Day Wednesday.
It's Hump Day. It's Wealth Wednesday. And hey, I thought about something. A lot of us are participating in Wealth Wednesday. I keep getting messages from people that have Wealth Wednesday and what they do. And I would like for you to start posting what you do for Wealth Wednesday on the team page.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
So everybody, when you do something for Wealth Wednesday, post it on the team page. I put 50 cents in the meter for somebody at the parking thing. I paid for a coffee. I slipped $20. I slipped $20. Now let me tell you, I went to the grocery store and I was looking to put $20 in the diaper thing. And I'm looking at the diapers, and diapers, number one, diapers are expensive. Yeah. I was surprised. I'm like, dang, So what I did was I looked for the least expensive ones, which are Huggies. Okay. And I thought, because the people that don't have money are going to buy whatever's the cheapest,
God bless you.
Yeah. So Huggies are cheap. And I'm like, I'm putting them in the Huggies thing. And I'm like putting them in, and I didn't want to leave it where you could see it. So I put it down and I slipped it down because they got the handles.
It's going to fall out.
Well, this one was the box one. It's got the handles on the side. And so I slipped it in there and I slid it down in there.
Diapers, that's the box. That's the one you're getting, because there's no point in just getting a little package.
No, especially with a newborn.
Right.
Seriously.
So you were newborn. They were newborn diapers, and I think they had like 96 of them in the box.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what is funny is that sometimes the concept is so foreign to people, because I was at a coffee shop. And I paid for my order, and the person who was with me, and I was getting $10 change. And I said to him, the owner, I said, just keep it here for the next person.
Yeah.
And he's like, huh? It's funny.
That's a good one to do too, because then it's kind of a double hit. You're getting the owner knows you're right.
People just don't expect it. And when you do something like that, they feel like this can't be like something. There's some gimmick here. This isn't for real. You don't really do that. I told you guys the time I went to the grocery store and the guy behind me paid for my groceries, completely unexpected. And I thought to myself, darn, I should have bought more groceries now.
Yeah.
I think that was a different motive, Lisa.
It was a different motive. It was, and he admitted it. But hey, I remember thinking, wow, that was really kind. Sometimes it's not like I'm not the sharpest tool. I'm a very sharp tool. I just feel like people do things to be kind, and then the light bulb went off. Wait a minute. Yeah. He's trying to be kind, all right.
You never know.
You never know.
He was letting you know that, hey, if you're in the market for a sugar daddy, I could be. Well, we won't even we won't even go any further.
Yeah. Hey, there could be sugar mamas out there. I know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. They're pretty cool too, actually.
And I tell you something too, and coming from the restaurant business, if you get a servers, I mean, especially in today's world, they're struggling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're struggling for hours. They've cut their tables in half. A lot of them are unemployed now. And so, tip them big.
Mm-hmm.
Tip them big, I mean, if they're rude, they're still getting 15% from me, because they're making, now this is North Carolina, they're making $213 or $225 an hour plus tips. So I look at them and think, you're not real bright, because you haven't figured this deal out yet. Because you can make a heck of a lot more per hour from me right now than you can what they're paying you. They're not, so anyway. But if they give good service, and a lot of times these servers, you go there and your food's late, the kitchen's behind. They're so nice, they're apologetic. It's not their fault. I'll really tip them well, and because I make sure I say, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. Listen, I really appreciate you coming to apologize, and keeping me informed. So I had a deal. We went to the wing place up here. Gosh, it's been several months back, and it was before the was it? No, it was during the. I think we talked about this online pandemic, and they had very few tables in there, but tons of carryout orders. So the kitchen was slammed, but there was only like 5 tables in the restaurant. So an hour later, I'm like, just pack mine to go. I can't wait. And the server was like, oh my gosh, and so I think I gave her like $25, and she was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm so sorry you had a bad experience. I said, look, nothing you can do because you already said you didn't know how to cook. So, because she's like, if I knew how to cook, I'd go back there and cook. But I had no clue. So anyway, Wealth Wednesday, go out there and make it happen, and then share with us what you do on the team page. Doesn't have to be a picture. Doesn't have to be a live. It can be if you want it to be. But just, hey, here's what I did today, and enjoyed it. If you look at the happiness it created when I put that McDonald's guy on there, and that was so cool. So our topic today, we're 6 minutes in, is what? What is it?
Procrastinating.
Let me tell you, that is something.
Procrastinating.
I can be terrible procrastinator. I'm just going to be honest with you, and procrastination is basically fear, is what it is. It's fear. I mean, because what it is you're coming up with reasons that you're not going to do something. The definition of it, the action of delaying or postponing something. So, the reality of it is so why are you delaying or postponing something?
Because you're afraid to do it. You're afraid of what the response, something's, you're afraid to go do a Facebook Live because of what everybody's going to think.
Right.
Yeah. Is Sven's on here? Sven did a live yesterday, and it was, thank you, Sven, for doing that. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was from the heart. I think it was pretty sure it was the first one he did. And I could tell he was like, because he's like, I know my friends out there wondering what the heck I'm doing.
Good for you, Sven. I've totally been there. I feel your pain, but it gets easier.
I remember a few years back or a year or so ago, I'm like, Lisa, she goes, I'm going to do one. I got to find the perfect place, the perfect lighting, the perfect dress, and I got to, and then she goes, well, and you left town. Well, I can't do it now because I'm traveling. I'm going to work with so-and-so. And I'm like, you were here in Carolina, weren't you? Yeah.
That was when I came out to do Deb Stella's Touchstone launch event. And I sat at the Wilmington Airport and did my very first live. And believe me,
I actually remember that.
It took me, gosh, that was just, Denise and we have commiserated over what to say and the right words to the point where, I feel like we're way over that now. We still do it somewhat, but that first one, Alan, was painful.
Yeah.
But listen now, but let me say, and you procrastinated. Oh dear Lord, I was having anxiety over her procrastination.
All right, already we got it. Let's.
So what happened is she showed up here and I was here and I was like riding her butt the whole time she was here. Let's do a live. It's like, well, no, maybe at the coffee shop, maybe here, maybe that. And so she leaves. She's like, I'm doing it at the airport. I promise.
Oh my gosh.
But now here's the big but, because big butts and I cannot lie. The response. Tell them what the response was.
Oh, it was great. I mean, it was lots of comments and lots of it was really, really, I don't want to use the word comforting, but reassuring that people do want to see you live. And I think I mentioned this a couple of days ago. I was doing lives often, just recently, frequently, and then I stopped because of because of all the chatter and procrastinating and stuff since I'm moving. And people are saying, "What happened? Where are you?" So yeah, lesson learned.
Yes, and so
that needs to be a regular part of our.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
The cajon. Has Jana seen the cajon?
I don't know.
Jana's like, what's the
I
cajon?
don't know that I have.
a what?
This is what I'm sitting on. It's a drum.
Oh,
It's called a cajon because my chairs are all packed. I gave away my computer chair. And so I have it here so we can keep this
my God.
live moving.
You're on
Yeah.
That's a good yoga deal too, right? Your
Yeah.
core, like,
Anyway, okay.
So here's the deal. So it's just a matter of doing it. And here's the deal. Don't overthink it. Keep it short. See, people think, well, I got to bring all this information. No, you want to be 4 minutes or less.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you stretch it to 5, you're going to lose people 3.5 to 4 minutes. And so in building your business, let's relate it a minute to filling up a bathtub. Okay. And all you ladies will relate to that more than, do you know the difference between a bath for a man and a woman?
Water, soap.
About 110 degrees.
Oh,
That's funny.
that's
You
funny.
go in, the woman's taking a bathtub and the freaking thing is steaming. It's like sauna water. You want to get in here? We're like, no. Maybe when you get out and it cools for an hour, I might consider that. But anyway, so your business is like filling up a bathtub. Okay, and the water is like your leads and your prospects and your live videos. Are you going to fill that bathtub up one spoon at a time? One spoon at a time?
Yeah.
Or are you going to turn it on?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to turn it on, do lives. Bring value. And listen, hey, if your live can be, hey, if you're struggling in your direct sales business. See, here's the deal. If you want, here's a great topic. I'm doing at 12. We got a leaders call today at 12. At 12:45, I'm doing a live on what? Procrastination in your direct sales business. You see here, so let me give you a tip. If you start utilizing what we talk about on the lives, if you start looking at the stuff that Ray's putting out and that other people are putting out, and if you see other stuff, listen, take that and go, hey, if you're procrastinating in your direct sales business, let me give you some tips on how not to procrastinate in your direct sales business. And then when you finish your 3 to 4 minute little quick thing, and so here's the steps. You know, how do you stop doing that? Well, number one is you got to get organized.
Yeah.
Number two, you got to set simple, achievable goals. Small goals at first. Simple, achievable goals, small goals at first. And then you've got to set a schedule. Create a timeline and a schedule. I'm going live. See, I like StreamYard. You know why I like StreamYard? Because I put out there, I scheduled a live at 12:45. I scheduled this one. Now I'm stuck. I'm like, gotta do it, 12:45. Because I've already committed. Right? So 12:45, I'm doing a live on procrastination in your direct sales business. So you got to get organized. You've got to set simple, achievable goals. Hey, I'm going to do a live every day this week, Monday through Friday. It's going to be a short live, and talk about the direct sales business. And then you got to say, hey, if you're struggling, if you want more information on procrastination in your direct sales business, reach out to me, personal message me. Now, here's the deal. You want to talk to them when you're doing a live. Don't say, I hope all of y'all, say, hey, listen, I want you to be successful in your business. I want you to learn how to stop procrastinating, because then it's more personal. Number one. Number two is this. Now, here's the deal. You're thinking, okay, so if I do it on network marketing, am I only talking to network marketers? No. Because what happens is that person Jana's over here and she's watching your videos and she's kind of thinking about, I need a part-time gig, and I've had a couple of friends approach me about, Juicy Juice and Mango, and I'm not sure what I should join and blah, blah, blah. But then I saw this video of Denise Longton. She must be good at this. She must know what she's talking about. She's teaching about how not to procrastinate in the direct sales business. So I think I'll reach out to her, because my friend, the Juicy Juice girl, I love her, but boy, she's promoting it online. She's in your face. She comes at you in the grocery store. She's doing that stuff I don't like to do. But that Denise lady, she's doing some pretty cool lives on how to build your direct sales business. You see, so those are the main people going to go, yeah. Hey, Denise knows what she's talking about. Not my girl with orange mango, not my girl with the, whatever. She knows what she's talking about. So you're talking to people that are in the direct sales business, maybe with your company, maybe on your team, maybe with a different company, who are struggling and who are not getting upline support and who are not getting, leadership and I'm not telling you to go out and try to steal people from other businesses, but if you want people to come to you, if you want people to start reaching out to you, you have to be the expert. And the way to present yourself as the expert is to go online and be live and say, hey, listen, you want to know about how to reach out to people on social media without spamming them? Let me give you a few tips. And you give them a taste of that. And for more information,
the expert, you have to appear as the expert. You need to be seen as an expert.
Correct.
Sometimes somebody that knows more about a particular topic than I do, to me, is an expert at that.
Right. And here's the deal: is I get reached out to people all the time who I knew from my past and stuff, and they'll go, "Man, I sure love watching what you're doing. You're killing it in that business." Is that a hurricane out there? What's going on out there?
Yeah, it's raining pretty hard, but I'm expecting some water guys, and of course they're going to show up in this time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's 17, so we got to get going.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we want to keep this short. So the other thing I want to do is here's this. Two other things I want to add to this is, number one, set a deadline for if I'm going to do a live, and I'm going to do it like when I scheduled it at 12:45. That's a deadline. You see, and tell people about your deadlines. Tell people.
The deadline is key.
Yeah.
It's why people who work multiple jobs and have other responsibilities are so busy. They get so many things done in it. Sometimes you look at them in awe, but I know for me, the more I have to do, the more I get done, because I don't have an opportunity. I can't procrastinate because you have something at this time and you have to be here at that time. And there's,
So here's the thing. If Eddie Stone reached out to you and said, hey, listen, I want to do a live with you. I'm excited about your business. I'm excited about how well you're doing. And I want to do a live with you and talk about your success on direct sales. And I want you to set up the live. And I want to do it by this Friday at 4:00 in the afternoon, because I'm leaving town Friday after that. So what time can you do it between now and Friday?
You'd figure it out, man.
Yep, you'd figure it out.
And if he said, okay, today is Wednesday, you said tomorrow at 3:00 we're doing a live. Would you show up? Would you make it work?
Mm-hmm.
And if something came into play and they said, hey, can you do such and such tomorrow at 3:00? You'd be like, no, I'm doing a live with Eddie Stone, and I'm talking about my business. You see, and you got to have that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Because listen, that's going to be great and it's going to help your business, but you got to do it every day for you. For you. And the very last thing is this: get rid of, Denise is about to laugh, get rid of distractions. Kick them out. Kick them out of your life. Kick them out. Go away, distractions. And here's something that I have to do is I have to schedule my time with my family members. During this time, we've talked about this before, during this time I work, during this time it's family time. And that way they know. That's the best way to get rid of distractions.
I was just going to say one thing that's helped me is, when they talk about goal setting,
you
kind of put like a statement there and you don't do an activity.
Yep.
And, I think we've learned that really the goal setting is what's your activity. because that's what you're talking to. You're speaking to that. You're saying do the live.
Right.
And so your activity today, even if it's 40 minutes, could be, prospecting, could be follow-up, could be, the things that make money. I think I've kind of flipped my head with instead of setting goals for like statement kind of goals, right?
Yeah.
That are generic.
Yeah.
They don't mean as much as they do when you just go day by day.
So true. So true, Anna. Thank you for adding that, because the goal is not, hey, I'm going to be a star ambassador and be driving a Tesla by 2022. The goal is today I'm going to do a live video on, and you can pick out your topics for the week. And once you pick the topic, you'll figure out what to say.
Yeah.
And I love that. That is so powerful. Yeah. So important to do that.
Awesome.
And you know what tickles me the most is the ones that are stellar on live videos. They're the ones that are the most scared, to do them. When Denise was doing lives on a regular basis, I was like, any day now it's going to be, what's that girl's name that does the morning show that's got Ryan Seacrest as her host?
Oh, Kelly.
Kelly. It's going to be the Kelly and Denise show pretty soon, because
I can do that show. I'm pretty sure.
I know you could, because when that camera turns on, there's something about Denise. She has this amazing persona about herself, but she doesn't like doing it. And I hear a lot of movie stars.
Procrastination.
Yeah. So let's get rid of the procrastination. We're in the fourth quarter of 2021. It's been a record year. There's never been a better time to build your direct sales business than right now. Never, ever, ever. People are looking for opportunities. Yesterday, the new stimulus package got shut down, done. No more money. Go to work. Go to work. Get a job. We need to open this world back up. We need to open it up and go back to work. And so, hey, that was the President Trump going, hey, network marketers, contact them because they need a job.
That's true.
Closing comments, ladies, anybody?
All good stuff. All good stuff. We better get to work.
Yeah. Have fun. Make it fun. You know what I mean? It's not about I've learned so much in the last, what I used to take personally. You guys, I haven't had a migraine in almost, I think we're at 58 days. And yeah. And you know what? I think there's a piece to your results. You think that you have to do things, but you know what? If the traction is going and it will flow through. Whatever the timing is, if you just keep going. And don't push it through. And I think my stress was my migraines because I have changed my thought process and my and it's I know I went to the chiropractor and I think he had something to do with it too. But you know what? Lots up here.
Yeah.
And I saw a quote earlier from Martin Luther King that said, "Don't look at the top of the staircase. Just take one step at a time."
Yeah, it's just simple stuff. It's like it does. You know what? It's going to work. It's going to work. You just have to keep going. That's the deal.
Yeah. Kyle's committed to doing a live today.
Awesome. Kyle's great at lives.
Yeah.
We'll be watching, Kyle.
I like the stories. Okay. I like you thinking the dream.
Shelly's never done one. Makes my stomach hurt just thinking about it. Shelly, girl, look at
Shelly, been there, done that, girl.
I don't know Shelly. I don't know her, but look at that face. I
see her on Facebook. She's great.
Have you?
Got a lot of good stuff to say. You could do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Shelly, your stomach has never hurt as bad as Jenna's did when we're trying to get her to do a live.
Yeah, I'm like, you can do it.
Yeah. And Jamie said, my first one was painful too in 2016. Okay. So everybody feels that way, Shelly.
Yeah.
Not just you. Everybody feels that way, So let's see if I'm looking at any more comments here.
Wow.
And Savin said he's going to be doing more. So we got commitments on here. And remember, if you do your Wealth Wednesday, let us know on the page. When you do your live, we'll be looking for you.
You can actually do a live about the story too, you guys, and then it's gone in 24 hours.
Nice.
Girl.
You have those figured out.
I think I'll do one of those.
There you go. I love it. All right, ladies.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Take care.
Thanks, everybody.
God bless.
Bye.